Buffoonery lineage. This is dedicated to Megan Kelly, our current governor, Ralph Northam. And anybody that don't know that blackface is incorrect, or red face, went to the Pocahontas Festival, film festival, and they're still talking about the Redskins. If you don't understand that that's incorrect, and they're asking you to take Redskins off there. Used to be a sign of Redskins to get the scalps of the Indians. So let's understand those things. These are things that we've lived with for a long time. The Disney franchise, Steamboat Willie, is a coon. You may know him as Mickey Mouse. Michigan J. Frog, he's a ragtime frog. Take it from ragtime, you know? About ragtime, huh? Everybody's on the Michigan rag. I'm a colored spade, a N-word, a black N-word, a jungle buddy, jiggle, boo, coon, picking in and mow, mow. From a family tree of wide-eyed jesters, shuffling and grinning, through clenched fists, teeth raise these black blues away. Can't you see me stymieing through my lines? I bet you can't throw that donut on my finger. Cream of buckwheat farinas, Uncle Ben's, ever a boy, never a minge, childlike, slow, dim-witted, foot dragging. Oh no, yes sir. Very superstitious. Uncle Tom Sawyer's Huck Finn, Big Nigga Jim's Aunt Jemima is the perfect term, even if now she got a perm. Burn Hollywood, burn Hollywood, burn Hollywood, burn Hollywood. Silver screen picture me the half-wit, famous Andy Amos bumbling idiotics for unedited scripts written, sitting by the door, spook, gritting, slipping, sliding to the floor. See? Spooked out of my mind like a Three Stooges scene in rain clothes you've seen before. Why don't you sing one of them good old Negro work songs? Negro work song? I get no kick from champagne. Mere alcohol doesn't thrill me at all. Gollywogs and sometimes rosters shuffling, shining, grinning, scratching, more concerned about your being, butterfly Daniel McQueenie, non-threatening only when I'm tap dancing. Sometimes soft shit, like Steve Harvey. So I danced one last jig, and then I kicked off out of Shirley Temple little ass. Then Jack Benny say, "Oh, Rochester, yes, boss. Is there racism in America?" No, sir. Even there is. I ain't seen it. Thank you. Okay, Unmonumental Avenue. So did we notice anything strange? I mean, I love that Arthur Ashe is up here on Monumental Avenue, but is there a strange juxtaposition of one of our famous tennis players, famous athletes, and those men that are there that are about martial arts against the founding, against the sustaining of the United States. There's something strange about that, right? It's a strange juxtaposition. When we have people like Harriet Tubman, right? Frederick Douglass, maybe he can get a statue there. Nat Turner!
Hey.
That fits in with the war theme, correct? Or Denmark Beasley. Or if you go down to Chaco Bottom, they got Gabriel down there, right? Yeah, let's get some of them up there. Or let's do Toussaint or Dessalines, right? That would fit along with the theme if you want some monuments. So this is dedicated to that. John Brown. So this is Unmonumental Avenues, August 20, some another. Put Brown Turner on the ticket. Into my own thing. Dear probably wanna-be president, ex-governor McAuliffe, and the young colored mayor Stoney, probably be colored governor one day. I don't know what they're gonna do with Joseph Fairfax. What happened? Okay, Stoney probably colored governor like Douglas. Let us let the vestiges of Richmond's supremacist institution peculiar remain. Let them keep statues. Let us not supposedly erase Southern #heritage, not hate, but yet add some colors to it. Add some colors to it. Hewitt acrylics, Futura 2000, Indian inks, charcoal. Add some colors to it. Cornbread, black-eyed peas to it. We is U.S. us. We is U.S. us. A Nat Turner John Brown statue with a fist bump. So good. Frederick Douglass Hemisphere Fro. Ida B. Wells Buffon. Bust in the rotundas. How about that? We have some busts in the rotundas. We want John Horse, Seminoles, quadroon platoons, indigenous gorillas on every pillar in Dixie capitals. We is us, U.S. us. We is us, we is U.S. us. We want Gabriel and 10 men on the bridge right out here on this Lee Bridge. Let's just have statues of Negro soldiers with machetes throwing the mojo on this. Come down. Put the mojo on the curse and cuss. On the bridge, the Chaco Bottom with farm tools, white teeth like coons. On the Robert Lee, 100 Toussaint troops, fresh cutlasses, cane knives, cast in iron with Shane gold sashes, grinning like fools like. We is us, U.S. us. We us, U.S. us. We want Asante Tubman, yes. Nanny like size, Michelangelo, David, but while he's bind. If you ever saw Kahinde, while he has a piece, I said Bound. There's a piece called Bound. It's beautiful. Check that out. In front of Southern courthouses, Kahinde Baroque, Rococo prints in the foyers of Mount Vernon's, Monticello's, Carol Walker silhouettes on the facades of plantations, a Nat Turner, John Brown statue with a fist bump like. Thank you.
Sarsaparilla, very proper noun. All right, we're getting ready to come to the next part of our program. Keeping the light on so Sarsaparilla can clean up.
Right there.
track of time. Some folks call me Toby. Some folks call me boy. My son, he calls me nigga. But I know, you made me human. I is human. They stole my happiness. Then they stole my free. Mahasin you human, and is you free. Yeah. Mahasin you human, and is you free. We're true human, and we're free. Lord, Lord, we free. We still human, and we're free.
I want to share 16 of 19 reasons why my soul has grown deep. This is a poetic reflection recognizing a 400-year history, African descendants in this land.
Back in the day, they say that I came from slaves. So being a slave is something that would make me ashamed. Touche, oh man. You would actually be amazed to know that we are all slaves. But in what kind of way? I mean, some people submit to cigarettes, smoking 5 times a day. Some people worship money only to see it go away. A couple people put their faith in whatever the weatherman say, and some people even pray to the sun. But I wonder who created the sun anyways. Some people may tell you that life has no purpose. But some people are like pennies, two-faced and almost worthless. It's like a gift and a curse that hurts even in between, but even through curses you can find gifts of hidden mercy from the only one worthy of our serving and fear, doing any and everything just for the chance to come near. So those slaves are always working, doing the same routines over and over again. You would think they were machines fueled by a gasoline that you wish you could see, but it's a long road to a Sirat al-Mustaqim. But becoming a slave is the only way that you will ever become free. This world is a prison house and I'm just serving my time like a G, locked up in solitaire. What can my enemies do to me when paradise is in the heart and servitude is all that I seek? From a place where materialism has become a new religion, where we always want more before we remember what we were given, where your children are not safe from the lies on TV, where role models pop bottles and pose nude for magazines. Welcome to the dunya, where things are not always what they seem, and your reality is more just like a really long dream, more like a traveler stopping for shade under a tree, more like a commercial break, and you already forgot what you were watching, silly rabbit. Every soul shall have its taste of death, and to Allah you will be brought right back. How man gets and forgets while he gives and forgives. Yes, everyone will die, but not everyone truly lives. On their hands and knees to the skies, begging, please do what is worthy of thee and not what is worthy of me. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Maliki Yawmiddin. If not for his blessings, then we would have nothing. So I feel no ways calling myself his slave, no matter what they say. To him alone I pray, the greatest creator, accounter, and judge, the most holy king who sees all from above, the wisest protector, majestic avenger, the light and the guide, forgiving and kind, giver of honor, blessings, and peace, the first and the last, the truth ever living. What kind of fool would not want to give him all of their love? Why be a slave to this world when you could be Abdullah? Ya Allah. I'm a slave for you. I won't deny it. I'm not trying to hide it from these worldly tyrants and these dunya pirates. Please make your slaves united, delighted and excited, 'cause all good is provided for the rightly guided. And if you're undecided, don't think you ain't invited. Because yes, I am a slave, but no, I'm not alone. There are billions of us. You should join our happy home and bear witness to the one true throne. Strip your ego down, leave your arrogance at the door. Surrender yourselves to the one true king. May we all remain slaves until we return back to him. Subhanallah wa bihamdi, Subhanallah azim, walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.
Touched by my lovely and beautiful wife, Mahasin Shamsid-Deen. The warm tickle of air on the ear as your father chants your first adhan. Snuggling, carefree, and joyous as your mother's ever-present arms. Hair smoothed from your eyes when crying tears of joy, pain, or confusion. The pressure of blood rushing fiercely as your forehead touches the ground in sajda. Fingers fumbling and grazing each other as you all reach for dates to break the fast. A kiss gently brushing your cheek as your salam, your sister or brother. The colliding of feet and shoulders as you line up in the Jummah. The squeeze of a million bodies as you all yell out, Labbaik. the kneeling and massaging of your body as others prepare your shroud, the crushing burden of the earth as you wait to be raised up. Common Dust by Georgia Douglas Johnson. And who shall separate the dust? What later we shall be? Whose keen discerning eyes will scan and solve the mystery? The high, the low, the rich, the poor, the black, the white, the red, and all the chromatic between, of whom shall it be said? Here lies the dust of Africa. Here lies the sons of Rome. Here lies the one unlabeled, the world at large, his home. Can one then separate the dust? Will mankind lie apart? When life has settled back again, the same as from the start. People by Jean Homer. To those fixed on white, white is white. To those fixed on black, it is the same. And red is red, yellow, yellow. Surely there are such sights in the many-colored world, or in the mind. The strange thing is that these people never see themselves, or you, or me. And are they not in their minds? Are we not in the world? This is a curious blindness for those that are colorblind. What queer beliefs that men who believe in sights disbelieve in seers. Oh people, if you but use your other eyes, you will see beings.
You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom just because I walk as if I have oil wells pumping in my living room? Just like suns and like moons, with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high. Still I rise. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries. Does my sassiness upset you? Don't take it so hard just because I laugh. As if I have gold mines digging in my own backyard. You can shoot me with your words. You can cut me with your lies. You can kill me with your hatefulness. But just like life, I rise. Does my sexiness offend you? Oh. Does it come as a surprise that I dance? As if I have diamonds at the meeting of my thighs. Out of the huts of history's shame I rise. Up from a past rooted in pain, I rise. A black ocean leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak miraculously clear, I rise, bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the hope and the dream of the slave. And so, naturally, there I go rising.
I Am a Free Black Man by Mahasin Shamsid-Deen, dedicated to Cujo Lewis, the last survivor of the last recorded slave ship to the United States, the Clotilda, which arrived in Mobile on Sunday, July the 8th, 1860, illegally 52 years after the abolishment of the international slave trade. I'm a free black man. You can't enslave me. I'm a free man of Mali Songhai, West African dynasty. The lash will not break me, define me, or say what I think, what I feel, and most importantly, to whom I should pray. Free mind, free spirit, free heart, or free soul. A slave only to the one God, his pleasure, my goal. I'm free to resist, persist, and insist that you unshackle me. I'm free to state that I hate the fate you've imposed upon me. No matter how you use me, try to abuse me, use Jesus to confuse me, I will still be free. No matter what morals you lack, scars beaten on my back, it remains a fact that my essence is still free. Free to leave clues that will diffuse lies meant to confuse my progeny's true knowledge of Allah. Free to dream of a day when there's a way all descendants can openly say, La ilaha illallah. Even oppressed in this state, I have the wisdom and patience to wait for the time when race hate will no longer enslave me. Try if you will, but know that still you can never kill my innate humanity. Because I'm a free black man. That's what I am, a free human soul, 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 soul. On Liberty and Slavery by George Moses Horton. Alas, and am I born for this, to wear this slavish chain, deprived of all created bliss, through hardship, toil, and pain? How long have I in bondage lain and languished to be free? Alas, and must I still complain, deprived of liberty? Oh heaven, and is there no relief this side the silent grave, to soothe the pain, to quell the grief and anguish of a slave? Come liberty, thou cheerful sound, roll through my ravished ears. Come let my grief and joys be drowned, and drive away my fears. Say unto foul oppression, cease, ye tyrants, rage no more, and let the joyful trump of peace now bid the vassal soar. Soar on the pinions of that dove which long has cooed for thee, and breathe her notes from Afrique's grove, the sound of liberty. O liberty, thou golden prize, so often sought by blood, we crave thy sacred sun to rise, the gift of nature's God. Bid slavery hide her haggard face, and barbarism fly. I scorn to see the sad disgrace in which enslaved I lie. Dear liberty, upon thy breast languish to respire, and like the swan into her nest, I like to thy smiles retire. Oh, blessed asylum, heavenly balm, into thy boughs I flee, and in thy shades the storm shall calm with songs of liberty. Bitter Fruit of the Trees by Sterling Brown. They said to my grandmother, please do not be bitter. When they sold her firstborn and let the second die, when they drove her husband till he took to the swamplands and brought him home bloody and beaten at last, they told her, it is better you should not be bitter. Some must work and suffer so that we who must can live. Forgiving is noble, you must not be heathen bitter. These are your orders, you are not to be bitter. And they left her shack for their porticoed house. They said to my father, please do not be bitter. When he plowed and planted a crop not his, when he weather stripped a house that he could not enter, and stored away a harvest he could not enjoy, they answered his questions, it is not your concern. It is not for you to know. It is past your understanding. All you need know is you must not be bitter. And they laughed on their way to wrecking the crop. And my father walked over the wide, garnered acres where a cutting wind warned him of the cold to come.
In human beings. The Negro Speaks of Rivers by Langston Hughes. I've known rivers. I've known rivers, ancient as the world and older than the flow of human blood in human veins. My soul has grown deep, like the rivers. I bathed in the Euphrates when dawns were young. golden in the sunset. I've known rivers, ancient, dusty rivers. My soul has grown deep, like the rivers. The Negro Speaks of Rivers by Langston Hughes.
Our Pain. Sympathy by Paul Laurence Dunbar. When the wind stirs soft through the springing grass, and the river flows like a stream of glass, and when the first bird sings and the first bud opes, and the faint perfume from its chalice steals, I know what the caged bird feels. I know why the caged bird beats its wing till its blood is red on the cruel bars, for he must fly back to his perch and cling when he fain would be on the bough a swing. And a pain still throbs in the old scars, and the pulse again with a keener sting. I know why he beats his wing. I know why the caged bird sings, ah me, when his wing is bruised and his bosom sore, when he beats his bars and he would be free. It is not a carol of joy or glee, but a prayer that he sends from his heart's deep core, but a plea that upward to heaven he flings. I know why the caged bird sings. American History by Michael S. Harper. Those 4 black girls blown up in that Alabama church remind me of the 500 Middle Passage blacks in a net underwater in Charleston Harbor, so redcoats wouldn't find them. Can't find what you can't see, can you? Let America Be America Again by Langston Hughes. Let America be America again. Let it be the dream it used to be. Let it be the pioneer of the plain, seeking a home where he himself is free. America never was America to me. Let America be the dream the dreamers dreamed. Let it be that great strong land of love, where never kings connive nor tyrants scheme, that any man be crushed by one above. It never was America to me. Oh, let my land be a land where liberty is crowned with no false patriotic wreath, but opportunity is real and life is free. Equality is in the air we breathe. There's never been equality for me, nor freedom in this homeland of the free. Say, who are you that mumbles in the dark? And who are you that draws your veil across the stars? I am the poor white, fooled and pushed apart. I am the Negro, bearing slavery's scar. I am the red man, driven from the land. I am the immigrant, clutching the hope I seek, and finding only the same old stupid plan of dog eat dog, of mighty crush the weak. I am the young man, full of strength and hope, tangled in that ancient endless chain of profit, power, gain, of grab the land, of grab the gold, of grab the ways of satisfying need, of work the men, of take the pay, of owning everything for one's own greed. I am the farmer, bondsman to the soil. I am the worker sold to the machine. I am the Negro, servant to you all. I am the people, humble, hungry, mean, hungry, yet despite the dream, beaten, yet today, oh pioneers, I am the man who never got ahead, the poorest worker, bartered through the years. Yet I'm the one who dreamt our basic dream in the old world while still a serf of kings, who dreamt a dream so strong, so brave, so true, that even yet its mighty daring sings in every brick and stone, in every furrow turn, that's made America the land it has become. Oh, I'm the man who sailed those early seas in search of what I meant to be my home. For I'm the one who left the dark Ireland shore and Poland's plain and England's grassy lea, and torn from black Africa's strand I came to build a homeland for the free. The free? Who said the free? Not me. Surely not me. The millions on relief today, the millions shot down when we strike, the millions who have nothing for our pay, for all the dreams we've dreamed, and all the songs we've sung, and all the hopes we've held, and all the flags we've hung, the millions who have nothing for our pay, except the dream that's almost dead today. Oh, let America be America again, the land that never has been yet, and yet must be, the land where every man is free, the land that's mine, the poor man's, Indians, Negroes, me, who made America, whose sweat and blood, whose faith and pain, whose hand at the foundry, whose plow in the rain, must bring back our mighty dream again. Sure, call me an ugly name you choose. The steel of freedom does not stain from those who live like leeches on the people's lives. We must take back the land again. America. Oh yes, I say it plain. America was never America to me. And yet I swear this oath, America will be. Out of the rack and ruin of the gangster's death, the rape and rot of graft and stealth and lies, we the people must redeem. The land, the mines, the plants, the rivers, the mountains, and the endless plain. All the stretch of these great green states, and make America again. Langston Hughes.
Do, ladies and gentlemen, legendary Amiri Baraka.
This is an excerpt from a poem called Why Is We Americans? But reality is an excerpt on television. Why is we Americans? Why is we Americans? Boo-dee-da, 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 boo-doo-doo, bee-dee-dee-dee, boo-dee-boo-dee, boo-boo-boo. What I want is me, for real. I want me and myself, and what that is what I be and what I see and feel, and who is me and the what it is and who it is, and when it me is what it be. I'm gonna be here if I want, like I said, self-determination. But I ain't come from a foolish tribe. We wants to mule the land. You can make it 300 years of blue chip stock in the entire operation. We want to be paid in a central bank the average worker farmer wage for all those years we gave it free. Plus we want damages for all the killings and the fraud, the lynchings, the missing justice, the lies and frame-ups, the unwarranted jailings, the tar and feathering, the character and race assassinations, historical slander, ugly caricatures. For every Sambo, steppin' fetch it flick, we want to be paid. For every hurtful thing you did or said, for all the land you took, for all the rapes, all the Rosewoods and Black Wall Street you destroyed, all the miseducation, jobs lost, segregated shacks we lived in, the disease that ate and killed us, for all the mad police that drilled us, for all the music and dances you stole, the styles, the language, the hip clothes you copped, the careers you stopped. All these are suits, specific litigation as represent we, be like we, for reparations for damages paid to the Afro-American nation. We want education for all of us and anyone else in the black belt hurt by slavery, for all the native peoples, even them poor white people you show all the time is funny, all them Abners and Daisy Mays, them Beverly Hillbillies who never got to know Beverly Hills, who never got to Harvard on their grandfather's wills. We want reparations for them, right on, for the Mexicans whose land you stole, for all of North Mexico, you call it Texas, Arizona, California, New Mexico, Colorado, all that. All that you got to give up. Autonomy and reparation to the Chicanos and the Native Americans whose soul you ripped out with their land. Give self-determination, regional autonomy. That's what Maui is asking, and they're going to do the same when they demand it like us again in their own exploited name. Yeah, the education, that's right. 200 years. We want a central stash, a central bank with democratically elected trustees and a board elected by us all to map out from the referendum we set up what we want to spend it on to build that Malcolm sense self-determination as self-reliance and self-respect and self-defense, the will of what the good Dr. Du Bois beat on, true self-consciousness, simply the psychology of freedom. Boodida, 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 da ba ba ba, boody boody boo boo boo. Then we can talk about being American. Then we can listen. Then we can listen without the undercurrent of desire to first set your ass on fire. We will only talk of voluntary unity, of autonomy as vective arms of self-determination if there is democracy in you. That is where it will be shown. This is the only way we as Americans, this is the only truth that can be told. Otherwise, there is no future between us but war, and we as rather lovers and singers and dancers and poets and drummers and actors and runners and elegant heartbeats of the sun's flame. But we is also at the end of our silence and sit down. We is at the end of being under your ignorant smell, your intentional hell. Either give us our lives or plan to forfeit your own.
If We Must Die by Claude McKay. If we must die, let it not be like hogs, hunted and pinned in an inglorious spot, while round us bark and the mad and hungry dogs making their mock at our accursed lot. If we must die, oh let us nobly die, so that our precious blood may not be shed in vain. Then even the monsters we defy shall be constrained to honor us though dead. O kinsmen, we must meet the common foe. Though far outnumbered, let us show us brave, and for their 1,000 blows deal one death blow. For though before us lies the open grave, like men will face the murderous, cowardly pack, pressed to the wall, dying but fighting back. Even death will not stop me from struggling. By Kalamu wa Salam. I will continue as ashes and dust. My bronze flesh will join the soil of free lands everywhere and grow trees, be the mud within which rabbits burrow, be carpet of rain, forest, mountain walls, welcoming gorillas home. My bronze flesh, sacred ground will become ancestral soil, and I will also be dry dust, refusing to cover despots. I'll clog the air filters of tanks and invade the nostrils of invaders. You hear that wind? That's my dying breath, laughing at those who thought they'd seen the last of me. You see that baby eating soil, dirt smeared around her cheeks, that worker dusting himself off, that couple of love embracing on picnic ground, that Hopi sand painting, that Amazonian strip with the chalk of white clay. You see me. I am sorry to disappoint you, but I do not die. I just move to another plane of existence and become the fertilizer of the future. Even when I'm gone, I will still be here, though death do us part. For My People, by Margaret Walker. For my people everywhere singing their slave songs repeatedly, their dirges and their ditties and their blues and jubilees, praying their prayers nightly to an unknown God, bending their knees humbly to an unseen power. For my people lending their strength to the years gone, to the years now, and maybe years washing, ironing, cooking, scrubbing, sewing, mending, hoeing, plowing, digging, planting, pruning, patching, dragging along, never gaining, never reaping, never knowing, never understanding. For the cramped, bewildered years we went to school to learn, to know the reasons why and the answers to, and the people who, and the places where, and the days when, in memory of the bitter hours when we discovered we were black and poor and small and different, and nobody cared, and nobody wondered, and nobody understood. For the boys and girls who grew in spite of these things, to be man and woman, to laugh and dance and sing and play and drink their wine and religion and success, to marry their playmates and bear children, and then die of consumption and anemia and lynching. For my people thronging 47th Street in Chicago and Lenox Avenue in New York, and Rampart Street in New Orleans, lost, disinherited, dispossessed, and happy. People filling the cabarets and taverns in other people's pockets and needing bread and shoes and milk and land and money and something all our own. For my people walking blindly, spreading joy, losing time, being lazy, sleeping when hungry, shouting when burdened, drinking when hopeless, tied and shackled, entangled among ourselves by the unseen creatures who tower over us omnisciently and laugh. For my people blundering and groping and floundering in the dark of churches and schools and clubs and societies and associations and councils and committees and conventions, distressed and disturbed and deceived and devoured by money-hungry, glory-craving leeches preyed upon by facile force of state and fad and novelty by false prophet and holy believer. Let a new earth rise. Let another world be born. Let a bloody peace be written in the sky. Let a second generation full of courage issue forth. Let a people loving freedom come to growth. Let a beauty full of healing and the strength of final clenching be pulsing in our spirits and our bloods. Let the martial songs be written. Let the dirges disappear. Let a race of men now rise and take control.